So it could multiply enough. And I imagine plastic has something to do with it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
This is a bonus content on YouTube before we go live on Facebook.
Only our YouTubers,
Oh,
our YouTube crowd.
Yep.
YouTube crowd.
The YouTube crowd quietly shuffles in.
this is where auto remover reminder. I want you to auto.
Oh, there we are. Look. Live on YouTube.
Live on the YouTubes.
There we are. Live on YouTube.
Turn it up and see if it sounds okay. Wait, no, we have to make noise to see if it sounds okay.
Oh, wait.
You have to click on the video.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds good.
There's a bit of a hiss.
Yeah, that was the
Okay, can you turn it down, please?
that's the other the
Like all the way, please. It's gonna distract me.
Trying to find. There's no way to mess with
What
volume.
camera?
Can't do it.
I'm talking to you.
Yes.
Over there.
Yep.
Talking to you. Talking to you.
We have 3 cameras. 3
3 cameras?
I think that makes us fancy.
Yeah, it makes us famous.
That's how many cameras you have on most situation comedies that the networks churn out.
Situational comms.
Sitcoms.
Sitcom?
Sitcoms.
Oh, he said
Sitcom.
shit.
The shitcoms. Yes.
Shitches.
Most of them are shitcoms.
Word.
How many chubs do you
listening
think
to,
are on those shitcoms?
7.
What?
We're not
Oh, you
live
can-
on Facebook
you can
yet.
hear us.
Because you still have the YouTube app not
Do I?
swiped away.
You know the apps. There it is.
YouTube apps.
Thank you
got
for
it.
telling me how to use
Them's
my
YouTube.
technology.
Yes.
Yeah, we still have a good, what time is it?
5-6 minutes.
6 minutes
6
until we go live onto the
How y'all been?
Facebooks.
Yeah, this is the bonus content. So,
bonus content.
Bonus
baby.
content. Bonus ducks.
what do you talk about when you have bonus ducks?
Bonuses.
Bonuses?
Real quick, you can still get this. You can still get
Hold
this.
on, hold on.
Mayfly's
Here,
40.
hold
Here.
it.
Just
hold
oh
it
yeah.
here.
Well, put it on the camera 3.
Mayfly's 45.
There you go.
Hold it down, bud.
Down.
Just lay it
right
there.
there.
There you
Yeah.
go, perfect.
Boom.
Show you the back.
Yep. For sale
For sale.
today only. $25.
Not today only. It's more
only
than today.
The only day you can get it is today.
Message them. I don't know what to do.
Today.
Write chub on a 3x5 card and mail it to P.O. Box 488, Niles, Michigan. And maybe you'll be the lucky winner of a Mayflies 45.
If anyone does that.
we will be critiquing handwriting
Yes.
and font style. So make sure that your chub is lovely.
Don't. s-
What, Henry? It's just a word.
I know. I don't.
Just like the bird.
Bird is the word. That's true. But
Did you tell Noah about why we?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
C-hub. Chub.
Oh, I didn't tell him. I
Oh.
didn't tell him that. I just told him that.
Chuck got one of those little, like
It's that one right there.
USB-C
Oh.
hub, but the way that the lettering was on the box, it looked like chub. So it was
US chub.
USB chub.
USB chub.
It just made me giggle.
U.S. chub.
US.
Is that like the Elvis song U.S. Mail?
Yeah.
U.S. chub.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh, mercy.
USB chub also sounds good for like.
Yeah.
You need like several musical alter egos before you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. USB chub could be
No,
your.
Like you
Yeah.
need to have your like.
You either mail chub or you the word or you
Yeah,
mail
don't
me.
mail us.
No. Mail or say or mail us a letter that says the bird is the word, and I'll
Yeah.
send you
On
one.
a
Maybe
3x5
a
card.
3x5 card.
Hank Nelson's perfect for like roots rock,
Yeah.
type deal.
Sure.
That's
Sounds like an
that's
old country
classy.
artist.
Yeah. Like they would tell you, oh, Hank Nelson, don't change a thing about that name if this was 1950.
Yeah.
That's all Hank wishes it was 1950.
That's right.
Sometimes some things.
Well,
no. I don't.
You wouldn't like the separate drinking fountains, would
Yeah.
you, Hank?
No.
You're not.
No.
No, I'm not like that.
You're not
I was
like
gonna say
the-
the looming thread of all that stuff, but also it's here now. Still.
Like
Yeah,
like
unfortunately.
you'd have a lot of friends that would have to like deny who they were
Right.
publicly.
Yeah.
Friends and loved ones. That's
Yeah.
Screw the past, people. The future's where it's at.
The future is now, old man.
I would say that we could just enjoy the present.
Present.
The future is now.
future
You say
old
that
man.
now, but wait in 5 years.
That's the future.
when like, what were we thinking? Trump could be dead in 5 years, and we wouldn't have to listen to him again.
But
Right.
that's the future. I don't have to worry about
I
that
already
right
don't
now.
listen to him.
All right.
I go out of my way to not listen.
I mean, it's like you don't really do anything he tells you he wants.
So
I was already drinking bleach before he said to.
I'm so
I didn't need
bored.
some old man in Washington, D.C. to tell me to drink bleach.
Been sunning my butthole for years.
I don't care about the health effects. I just do it because I'm cool.
Oh lordy.
I got some friends and
Pee in your
Drink
pants is the
bleach.
best.
I used to butt chug bleach.
Did you say butt chug or butt chub?
Butt chug.
Butt chug.
That's a completely different thing.
Hi-oh.
I think I broke Henry.
That's it.
Yeah, don't tell us when you start. We'll just keep on going like that.
Has it started yet?
The chub,
No.
the chub
We're-
that broke the camel's back.
Got 2 more minutes.
I want to hit the table so bad with the microphone.
Break this. This is an old table. This table is like 100 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
It was newer than
It was
that.
painted white once, I think.
Well, 100 years ago is the night. It's hard for me to think
Yeah.
of like 100 years ago being the 1920s.
Right.
Oh yeah, I always just assumed it's the 1800s.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way it was
know,
all
that's
when I was
crazy.
growing up.
Back in my day, 40 years ago,
When I
100
was-
years ago was
when I was growing up, it
real.
was the 1990s.
Now
We
there's
didn't-
no
we
such
didn't-
thing as
yeah.
100 years ago. Everything
Up
happens
until
now.
Abigail 5 years ago, I still thought of 100 years ago as the 1800s.
Yeah.
Me too.
Did you move it back?
Every time someone said 100 years ago, I was like, oh yeah, it's
Must
the time when the
Well, I still know people that when they say turn of the century, they mean
Not this one,
1899
yeah.
to
Yeah.
1900.
Right. And we're 20 years into this our new century.
It's funny, I have a record from the 1940s, and it's the Naughty 90s is a compilation ad, and it means 1890s.
Nice.
The naughty 90s.
They called them the gay 90s before gay meant like
Happy.
yeah. Well,
no,
gay.
no, it's when gay meant happy.
Yeah.
It still does.
That's what I mean.
I always thought, yeah, if you were going to go against society, you better be happy doing it. Yeah. It's like I wouldn't think they would be going through all this trouble to be sad.
Yeah.
All right, here we- Henry, get that tape ready.
I think I'm.
Only
does that mean
YouTube
that,
people
yeah,
get
that
the
one's live.
exclusive content. Yes, it's on. Already had two.
Go, God, go by the Mayflies.
All right. So it is the first of the month. You know what that means. The Nelson Family Radio Hour is live on the air.
YouTube people just got deja vu.
Yep. So, yep, we the YouTube people got a little treat before we went live here on Facebook because Facebook wouldn't let us go live until 7:15, but we were able to treat a little early on YouTube for all one of our viewers there.
All one.
So to start off the show, we had the Mayflies live on tape.
Yes.
That was recorded live on Small Business Saturday at Niles Brewing Company. So thank you to Niles Brewing Company for hosting the acoustical stylings of the Mayflies. Mayflies, how was it to play at the brewing company there?
It was good. It's really not that unusual for me, but I think it was your second time.
Yep. It was my first time with the new box.
Yeah.
I realized that I am not an acoustical player. I'm
yeah,
a rock and roller.
I'm not really either.
Yeah,
but
so I will be only participating in gigs.
it was really fun though.
Yeah,
still.
it was very fun. We had a good time. It was lovely, but I like to be really loud.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so there you go. The Mayflies live, the tape.
The tape.
Edition.
will join us a little later on
Tape, the
in the
sequel.
show. But it's
The
been
Mayflies need to keep it loud and rude.
loud and rude. It's been a
I was
month
gonna record a Hank radio thing actually, but
since we've all been together, and there's a lot happening this last month.
yeah.
I mean, I stubbed my toe. That
Are you
hurt.
okay?
That hurt pretty bad. Yeah.
You're all right, though?
I'm all right.
Or you stubbed your toe.
Stubbed my toe. Yeah, it was bad.
Really?
Anything happened to you, Noah? Chuck's toe was a pretty bad
Just a
situation.
foot-long blood clot from my calf to my thigh.
But how's your toe?
I have no complaints about my toes.
Okay, all right. So you just woke up one day and had a blood clot? That's how it worked?
No, it started off, I thought I pulled a muscle in my calf, and then a week and a half later, like the thigh started hurting. That decided to join the party, and then eventually my mom goes, "You need to go see a doctor," and then they go, "Oh yeah, you got a blood clot." And so 2 days up in Lakeland on IV blood thinners, the heparin. So it wasn't too bad, basically you can't get any sleep. The one thing is the hospital remote.
Is it still the big plastic chunky one?
Yeah, it's a big,
Yeah.
in a big, if you're not, and you can't, there's no good place to put it.
I remember when I
Does
was
it still have like attached to a cord, right?
Yeah, that big, and you're almost afraid it's gonna wrap around your neck at some point.
the one time I was in the ER, they didn't give me a remote. They just switched on the TV, and I could not change the channel.
Nah.
Remember that?
Yeah,
Dad?
Noah.
Well, how old were you then?
No, I was just 2020.
Yeah, Noah.
No, 2019.
Oh,
That's Noah went to the hospital for a blood clot.
yeah.
Passed away, but it wasn't because of the blood clot. It's because he fell asleep with the remote cord wrapped around his neck. So
It's gonna happen to somebody, man. I'm sure someone has been strangled, and they just hush it up. Not at this hospital necessarily, but
Yeah.
somewhere.
At a hospital.
Yeah.
Was a hospital.
we're not Joe Rogan. We're not going to spread those.
I have no substantiated evidence of this, but it seems like odds are.
Hank, what was your initial thought when you heard that Noah was in the hospital?
You want me to tell it again? I thought he had fallen down a flight of stairs. I don't
So
know.
Henry's first thought when he hears the words Noah and in the hospital is, oh, Noah finally fell down a flight of stairs.
You know what? That's not unreasonable. You have those narrow ass steps at your house. I've actually missed and gone down a couple, not necessarily fallen down the stairs, but the last two steps.
Yeah.
Me too.
Not me, never.
Never?
Never happened to
Never.
Well,
me.
you
fell
have
down
dainty
5 of them.
ballerina feet.
All right,
Except for when I stubbed my toe.
So Chuck stubbed his toe. Noah had a foot-long blood clot.
Yeah.
What's going on with you, Hank, this past month?
Well, I mean, I hit myself while drumming today.
Oh,
It's not really compared to that,
yeah.
but it happens. It hurts.
All right. I hurt this finger.
Ah.
This one right here. Chuck, you
Actually,
remember when
that's
that
the same
happened?
one I heard.
do.
It's the same one I heard too.
When we were filming?
Yeah, so we were filming in a kindergarten class in
Oh, I
Rockford,
actually-
Illinois.
I actually got
Oh
a
yeah,
little
you
cut
got
on
one there
mine.
too. Yeah.
This is the one I hit with the drumstick.
You can still see it's quite bruised. I was closing down the legs on the old sound. Do I got boogies? Yeah. Thank you. That's a good partner there. Help you when you got boogies on air.
Yeah.
And anyway, so I closed the thing and it went right on my hand. And in that same day, I pinched this part of my finger in one of the headphones. And I did something else. Oh yeah, I cut my hand. So in one day, in like 1 hour, I fucked up my right hand. Good thing I'm left-handed. But that was my story.
Yeah.
Hands are very
Did
dry.
am I good?
Yes.
Good
Yeah.
now. Yeah, my hands are very dry.
So, other than everybody's harrowing experiences,
Has anything good happened
has
besides
anything
all our
good
pain?
happened? Yeah.
I feel like this month just flew by.
Did yeah. I mean, it's already the first, right?
Well, not this month. Last
Right.
month.
Like that, yeah, that past
December's
one.
almost over.
I know. It's already almost your birthday, Hank.
Well, I was basically all month has been blood clot for me because it was
Yeah.
2 weeks before I ended up going to the hospital
Yeah.
because like I literally thought it was a muscle pull or maybe a tear.
Yeah.
And I was rubbing Ben. It was the first time I go, okay, I'm at the liniment and ointment period of my life. and like, it didn't help. And I didn't need liniment. Didn't need ointment. I needed blood thinners. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you're on blood thinners for how long?
3 to 6 months,
Wow.
which means no drinking, no smoking, no edibles.
No drinking and smoking. Sorry.
Oh, I thought that was a joke.
No, I wish. Oh, it's the holidays. That is.
So doop-de-doo.
Oh, I
cruel.
went up to my mom's cousins up in Brighton, and like you go on those highways and all these billboards for dispensaries, like $60 ounces, $5 grams, like
Yeah.
it just
And I picked the worst time to start smoking.
Yeah.
Because now I don't have anybody to smoke with. It's like, what the
it used to
hell?
be me out there
Yeah.
by myself during station breaks and.
Yeah. So we have decided that since Noah can't partake, that when Phil comes to town, that weed's outlawed at the house. I
Outlawed.
think it's only fair.
It's all about fairness.
Yeah.
If the Nelsons are anything,
I
they're
can't.
fair.
I'm not going to dictate your house policy to you.
And since I'm not drinking and you're cutting back, no booze at the house. No booze, no weed. It's gonna be lame Nelson.
You know,
house.
you know what Phil's gonna do? He's gonna go right out on the sidewalk past the property lines.
Sure glad Phil doesn't watch this show.
I know.
Yeah.
But I can see that we have a couple viewers on there. One says "Hail Satan" and "Hail Hank."
Yep.
Hail Hank. Another one says word on the street is Hank is the man.
That's right.
I'm not. You don't know who is the man? Is Travis.
Oh, that's actually so. Speaking of Travis, we received a communique from Travis's roommate, Travesty, and so we want to show you. Travesty kind of went missing for a few days, but there is a show scheduled at the Century Center in South Bend Saturday night for Pro Wrestling Kingdom (PWK). The show is called Die Hard is a Christmas Movie, and it starts, I think, at 6 o'clock in South Bend at the Century Center. But the reason I know that is because of this video that was shared by Travesty. So let's take a look and see what Travesty has to say.
Oh, I just really want to say I'm sorry I didn't win. I'm really trying my best. I'm just not that good. Wait. Does anybody else hear that?
You've got mail.
Do you hear that?
You've got mail.
Here, take this.
You've got mail.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh, what is that?
You've got mail. You've got mail. You've got mail. You've got mail. You've got mail.
See, I like my computer.
Mail.
Creepy Hank.
Hey, Travesty. How you doing?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Did you hear that noise?
Yeah, I did. It was kind of weird, wasn't it? I just bought this from a guy.
Oh, you heard it too then.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy. Okay. Good. I was getting a little worried. Well, do you think I could borrow it for just a moment?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
I don't even know how to use it yet.
Oh, well, thank you, Creepy Hank. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
Thank you. You're very nice. Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna see what this is all about, okay?
Okay.
Thank
Ask
you.
me if you need any help.
Yep, sure thing.
You've got mail.
Oh, hey, Hank. Where did he go? Oh, well. Can't be that hard. Oh, uh-huh. Whoa. Oh. Oh. You had something that you were telling me. You talked to me. You said I had mail. You said I had mail. Oh, I won. Yeah. I won. Yeah. I won. What did I win? What did I win? Ah!
Oh, look like he's gone already. I was gonna ask him if he wanted a red pop.
It looks okay. Hello and welcome. I know you're probably wondering what you're doing here and how you got here. Well, we will talk about that later. But as for now, I need to tell you just what you've won, my friend. And I'll tell you, Mr. Travesty, what you won was the opportunity to complete my set of challenges. And if you can do that, an endless reward will meet you at the very end of the line. Now, my friend, the hard work starts. And for your first challenge, you need to win the Nakatomi Plaza Battle Royale on December 3rd. And if you can't do that, well, I'm afraid there will be some terrible consequences. But there is something I need to ask you. And you see, the only me is me. Are you sure the only you is you? Now, Mr. Travesty, you'll find a box. And in that box, it's for your eyes only. But I think you'll find some of those answers that you've been looking for. And as for the future, you'll hear from me when the time is right. But for now, go out into that world and see what you can do.
All right, so that was Travesty's first challenge from the Doc Dorb.
Dr. Orb.
Was to win the Nakatomi Plaza Battle Royal this Saturday at the Century Center in downtown South Bend.
Nice.
Be there or don't be there.
Not your mom.
True. So speaking of Die Hard as a Christmas movie, what's everybody gonna get ready to gear up and watch here for in terms of Christmas movies?
Oh, man.
I always like me some Gremlins on Christmas.
Gremlins is a great Christmas movie.
Mm-hmm.
I would always watch Home Alone
Home
every
Alone.
year.
Actually, we have just switched over, or we are in the process of switching over to all Christmas content on Retro Strange Select channel. Still same random assortment of goodness on the main channel, but we have Retro Strange Select now, which is a even more curated collection. And I believe we have a couple of shorts but the features, we have Santa Claus versus Martians and Santa Claus versus the Devil.
Nice.
Ooh.
going on
Nice.
for the next month. So anytime you want a little
And so
Santa action,
that's just retrostrange.tv.
and it'll take you to a screen with both the channels, both the main channel and the Retro Strange Select.
Do you have to put www.retrostrange.tv.com?
.tv.
Don't think so.
Is it
The internet's smart enough now to not do
HTTP?
that.
It's like I haven't put in www dot in a long time.
Actually, when I try to, sometimes a website doesn't load.
There's some times when you have to put it. It's really weird.
Yeah,
Sometimes you don't. You don't believe me?
I don't know.
I can see the doubt in your face.
So we need everybody to write www
Yeah.
on a 3x5 card and mail it to P.O. Box 488, Niles, Michigan.
Well, I
And
know
you'll
sometimes
win.
you have to put the HTTP.
You may win a prize.
It's
Put
double
Backslash,
HTTP
double slash.
www on a 3x5 card
It's double
and mail it
slash.
to P.O. Box.
It's not secure if the S isn't
Soon
there.
we'll have all the 3x5 cards.
That's all we need.
Oh, the 3x5.
Ha ha ha! These are good as money.
So, Batman Returns is a great Christmas movie. I think totally underrated Christmas movie.
Which one's that one?
That's the one with the penguin and
The penguin?
Yeah.
And Christopher Walken
Yep.
is Max Schreck.
That's right.
I'm with Henry. Home Alone is usually at Christmas time.
Christmas Story?
What?
I don't. Christmas
what?
Story's only on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
What else do we watch every Christmas?
We watched the Charlie Brown Christmas.
Charlie Brown.
Yeah, we do.
We usually watch just mostly cartoons.
Oh,
stuff.
you know what's Christmas for me? Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. We always
starting
marathon
early.
that.
I always hear
Marathon
people
Lord of the
say
Rings.
Harry Potter's Christmas. I don't think
Yeah.
it is.
Not so much for me.
And I just The Year Without a Santa Claus we have to
yeah.
watch.
Oh,
The
yeah, it's
Rankin
every
Bass.
year,
Yeah.
And of course, Retro Strange will have their yearly Festivus Marathon of the Donuts.
The Donuts.
Oh yeah, that has
That's-
become quite the Christmas movie.
Gary's. I think the Donuts is one of Gary's favorites.
Gary, isn't that your favorite one?
I think between Diaper Dan and the Donuts, I think Gary would be good for the rest of his life. We just locked Gary in a room
I think that's his
and just played Diaper Dan and the Donuts on repeat. Gary would be a happy camper.
I think you literally just described Gary's heaven.
Yeah, well, I forgot about. There has to be unfrosted Pop Tarts in there as
Yes.
well, and then it'll all be honky dory.
Honk it over.
So write Diver Dan and
The
what else I
donuts.
said? The Donuts on a 3x5 card. Mail it to P.O. Box 488, Niles, Michigan.
We're going to have so many 3x5 cards. We're going to have
You could
zero
win. Oh,
or
Hank,
all of them?
show them what you got, bud. What you're hawking today? What do you?
Oh, I'll point to both the albums and the
No, your record.
my-
Your record,
oh,
yeah. You can't sell many copies.
Today
of
only.
Not today only. It's Mayflies, 45, Dancing, and Swimming. This is what me and Mom worked on this year, pretty much this year.
$25.
$25. I know it's a
Supplies are limited.
Yeah, the supplies are limited, but it's colored vinyl. Let's show them that.
It's really pretty. It's some of our finest playing.
See if I can get it out.
Rock and roll. Ooh, nice. So yeah, I think we got about 6 left.
Yeah.
So you can send a 3x5 card saying
Write the word chub
chub
on a
the
3x5 card. and you USB chub
USB chub.
on a 3x5 card. Mail it to P.O. Box 488, Niles, Michigan. And you may win yourself a copy
of Mayflies
the
Dancing.
Mayflies Dancing.
I'll have you win this copy right here. It's on the
But it
That's
show.
the
also,
copy.
yeah, but
Will you sign it?
Penman-
Sure,
Sure,
signed copy.
Signed copy.
penmanship counts and
It does.
creativity counts.
I like nice fonts.
Yep, and colors. We want colorful
Colors.
chubs
On the
on these
Send
3x5
on the
cards.
train of vinyl, a cool thing that happened. Me and Mom, we found out are on the top 0.1% of the listeners to the White Stripes on YouTube.
on YouTube Music. Yeah, so they do the year-end stats. It's all the rage these days.
So
in Spotify or YouTube Music, they give you your stats for the year, your listening stats. And so
And
Henry and I both looked at our year in
We're
review.
in the 0.1 top percent.
0.1% of top White Stripes listeners. So yeah, we got that going for us.
We do.
If Noah, if you just had some year-end stats, what do you think some of your year-end stats
Year-end
would be?
stats.
Did you say urine stats?
Year-end stats. How many
That's
undies
it.
have you urined in for the stats?
Well, I mean, I do have a. This is the most times
You've
ever.
had a blood clot.
Well,
Yeah.
well, this was the most. This year was the most times ever of me peeing in a bottle.
Once.
So it is a urine stat.
Yeah, there is a it's a literal urine stat. Because when I was in the hospital, they didn't want me moving around really at all, so they gave me that bottle. And I'm a stop at the gas station type guy.
Yeah.
So it was like I had to work out all the logistics. Because I don't think I can't remember any other time where I had to pee in a bottle.
Yeah.
Oh man, Henry, how
I
many
pooped
times
in a
did you-
trash bag once.
That's
Wait,
not a
well,
urine stat.
that was at the hospital too. Though.
No,
Was that in the
no,
parking
that
lot?
was. That's a story for another day.
Henry, you've peed in many a bottles on road
have,
trips,
yeah.
haven't you?
Yeah, because well, I'm not waiting for a gas station.
Yeah,
Gas station bathrooms are more dirty than peeing in a bottle.
Okay. Hey, you do you. I'm a stop at the gas station or pee on a tree guy.
Stop and pee. That's quite the urine stat.
That
It
was,
is
a, that was a
urine-
great urine stat. Chuck,
Yeah.
do you have any year end or urine stats that you'd like to share with the group?
Year-end urine stats. Probably, but I can't think of any. I
think of ours?
I haven't peed anywhere exotic.
Well, didn't you pee in England?
Oh, so I do have a urine stat. Yeah, so
First time peeing.
no, it wasn't even just peeing. It wasn't even just peeing in England. It was we were on our way back. So I was the first time we've ever been over there, and
Well, all of us.
yeah,
Mom and Dad before.
and I mean, the speed limits are dumb. The roads are dumb. Like they're just all twisty turny.
And they're very small.
everybody
very
drives. It's like
narrow.
the speed
Well, you
limit.
have to do like the speed limit in kilometers. How
Right.
you
They
do-
do miles.
They do
Yeah, but
miles.
it's like,
Oh.
but it's like the fastest you can go is like 35 or whatever. It's in like these country roads, but it's
But the
because,
speed limit's 60.
but it's the
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
they don't
30
have.
or
They don't really
60.
have
So,
muscle cars in the UK. All the cars I ever see in the movies are
they're
like
just like little.
They're tiny
Yeah.
because the roads are tiny.
But so we went out with Jess's friend and workmate who lives there, and so we went to this awesome old timey like town that had like
Ross
this-
on Y,
Yeah, yep. And it was right on
right on the River
Don't
Y.
River
disclose
Wye.
right the location because then
And-
they're going to send people after you.
yeah.
Do
And,
not send a postcard there.
and
No,
so
so
we,
that's
we,
a 3
we,
by 5
were,
card.
we were drinking, having a good time, watching the beautiful scenery. And I just, I remembered it being closer than it was. And so we go to leave, and I'm like, I'll just pee when we get back. Big mistake.
Folks, always go before you
Always
leave.
go before you leave.
Yeah.
And it was raining, too, like really hard.
It was-
right?
it
It was
was
raining. And so we're
challenging.
driving, and I'm like, oh, my God, I'm going to pee my pants. I'm going to pee my pants. And I'm usually really, really good at, like, holding my pee in. And I'm like, you have to pull over at the next available.
And
like,
so, to put this into context too, it was so hard to drive there because
Yeah.
the roads were narrow. It was dark. It was raining. We didn't know where we were going. And Chuck's like, "It hurts. You have
Yeah.
to pull over." And there's nowhere to pull over
Yeah.
'Cause it's all ditches.
It's all ditches, or it's like
and
shrubbery.
We had passed just a couple like side roads, and I was like, the next like possible turn or where you can pull off, and so Jess does it, and I get out and there's a brick wall. I'm like, great, there's a retaining wall here. I can just pee on this retaining wall. And mind you, it's like pitch black and it's raining, and I start peeing on this wall, and out of nowhere, this guy comes up from behind me and says, "Excuse me, no, this is my house." And I'm like, where the hell did you come from? He was like waiting outside for somebody to pee on his wall to tell him no. And I said, "I'm sorry, I can't stop now." And he went off in a huff. And so,
So Chuck jumps
Yeah.
in the car. He's like, "Go, go!" And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Just go right now."
yeah. So anyway, that's my.
me.
Yeah, excuse me. No.
No.
That's my year-end story.
Okay, I think I think that we have to come back around this time next year.
Yeah.
We all have to have a
year-end
new story
story.
about some peeing, like a new peeing experience. We all have to devote ourselves.
Right?
All right, wait, hold on. Hands in. There it is, down a little. All right, this is it. You saw it here, folks. Urine story in 1 year, and go.
Go.
Yay. So write urine story on a 3x5 card
No, you're in
Send
stats
it.
also.
to P.O. Box 488, Niles, Michigan.
49120.
You can either write a urine story or just urine
Urine
story.
stat. Yeah.
Urine stat, urine story.
You can write a full urine story, but it has to fit on a
So
3x5 card.
we have if anybody has a crapping yourself story, that's the question from the. But that's all Derek Yonke. We'll have Derek Yonke
Yeah,
come
but
on the show.
I will tell one story that is funny that just happened today. So I went to go pee and before we came down here, and I didn't realize it, but I had to poop too. So I went in there and I did my business, and I came out and I was like, "Hey Henry, have you ever accidentally pooped when you went to go pee?" And he's like, "Mom, I stand up. That would be a big problem."
That's called the old backdoor prowler. You gotta poop when you suddenly poop when you go and pee.
I never
Yeah.
sit down to pee.
That was just
Yeah.
a story about accidentally pooping.
I'm
while
about
peeing.
50-50.
Yeah.
It depends on the situation.
Yeah, it really does.
If it's a fancy bathroom or not.
yeah, no, right. Like you don't want to
Oh.
pee on the seat in a fancy bathroom. Get some
You just put the seat up.
right. Yeah, but I don't want to like. Yeah. So.
All right. Well, that took a
on that-
turn.
Right, exactly. That took a turn.
It all devolves into pee-pee talk eventually.
Yeah.
I think every conversation.
I'm 17 days sober. What else do I gotta talk about?
Pee pee poo poo.
I'm 55 days sober, but I didn't have a blood clot or
Yeah.
anything. Just
Well, you're only giving
just-
up one thing.
just made a decision.
I'm giving up the Trinity.
The Holy Trinity.
Trinity of
Like Adamant's Goody Two Shoes has special relevance for me now.
So what was that? Clear what?
Adamant's Goody Two Shoes.
Oh, okay.
Don't
gotcha.
drink, don't smoke.
Oh,
What do
yeah.
you do?
So yeah, you got rid of all of them. So what do you do now, Noah?
You're looking at it.
Just reviewing urine stats. Amazing.
So I need everybody to draw a picture of Noah's Holy Trinity on a 3x5 card and mail it to P.O. Box 488, Niles, Michigan 49120.
It's a real PO box,
it
folks.
is a real PO box.
I dare you to send stuff
You
there.
can send money. You can send money there too.
Yeah.
It's allowed.
So I think that's all I wanted to talk about today was
Yeah. I feel like that's a good conversation.
all of that. I think we hit all. Thank you for joining us. You can join us again on, I think we're coming back New Year's Day.
That is the word on the
January
streets. That
1st.
it'll be.
January 1st is our next episode. Stay tuned. We'll have some other things in between there, just some one-offs. Watch the Facebook page, maybe for some interviews and some sketches that you won't find on the January 1st show. We have Tim Smith lined up to talk. He's going to talk about he wrote a book on the JFK assassination, so he'll be talking about that this month. And we'll maybe also have some things themed towards the holidays. So, without further ado, we'll go back to the Mayflies live on tape, and they'll play us out. Thank you for joining us.
About me when you use cheap guitars. Let's see. Do dance with me.